All right, first thing I do is I assemble all my ingredients, what I'm going to need.
I got video of that.
Okay, so what I cheat and I get the ready to bake deep dish pie crust, 9-inch. They have their pan right with them.
Okay.
And that makes it easy. Because we're basically here making the filling. Okay. Ingredients are flour, sugar, sour cream, egg, salt, and
Vanilla.
vanilla.
And then apples, obviously.
And the apples. But I make the filling first, and then I do the apples and cut them up and put them in the filling so they don't turn brown.
Okay.
If they do turn a little brown, it doesn't matter because they're going to be
We're gonna
cooked
eat 'em.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Okay.
So. Sour cream in with the sugar. You can also take the egg and put the egg with the sour cream too, if you want to do that.
Okay.
So, and let's see what else. Sour cream, egg, vanilla. Okay, I put the vanilla in afterwards. And then you just mix all this up. You want all the sugar and the egg and the sour cream to be nice. I just do everything with a spoon. You can use a little blender if you want to, but I don't have a lot of utensils and stuff. I just use this. Just want to make sure everything's mixed up. And then it is a teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of vanilla.
Are you learning to make the pie?
Yes.
Pardon?
She asked if I was learning to make a pie. And I said yes.
Can you bake this sour cream apple pie? Dear.
You take the vanilla.
I don't know about
dump
that
it-
yet, but I can get sour cream all over my hands.
Dump the vanilla in. That teaspoon. You put the top back on and screw it in.
Yeah, so the vanilla
Tight.
doesn't spill everywhere.
So that for next time that you will have it. And if it falls down, it'll be very sticky. So then you just stir all this up. And what I do while I'm peeling the apples, where are you?
I'm right here.
After I get this mixed up and stuff, what I do is I peel the apples. Well, I turn this, preheat the oven.
Okay.
Preheat the oven to 425, and then I cut up the apples. By the time I have the apples cut up and in the thing, it usually is done. So if you want to continue after I cut up the apples, because it takes a while for
Okay.
me to cut up the apples.
I'll probably get some footage of it.
Is that the beverage?
Okay.
Okay, let me just see where I was. Okay, you can start. Before I cut up the apples, all the ingredients that I don't need, I put back so I don't have a big.
You forgot one.
Pardon?
I said you forgot one.
I forgot one.
Are you using the flour or no?
I used that already.
Okay, so it's
The
done.
flour. Did I do the salt? Yes, I did the salt. No, I didn't do the salt.
I don't think so. We could go back and watch, but
No, I didn't do the salt. What you do is you measure. I know how much it is though. 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I know what it is.
this is your hand.
Yeah. Okay, so I put back the ingredients that I don't know because it's also like a check against the recipe. I gotta mix the salt up, otherwise I'll be in one spot. I use a potato peeler to peel the apples. This is the hardest part of the job, is peeling the apples. So if you have a friend and you want somebody to help you, you just have them say, hey, while I'm doing this, why don't you peel the apples? So. I think Mr. M needs a sharper, better potato peeler.
Yeah.
I'll have to go get one of these days. But I don't usually cook in this kitchen, so I showed him how to make this pie, so I don't even have to deal with his kitchen anymore.
How often do you eat this pie?
How often? I don't know, just when my kids are around, I make it. I mean, if I have to go someplace and make a dessert, or if I have to bring something, like for Thanksgiving or something like that, that's
That's what you
what
bring.
what I usually bring.
Who taught you how to make it?
I can put this back in the fridge. Yeah, the freezer.
Who taught you how to make this pie?
Pardon?
Who taught you how to make this pie?
My mom's best friend, Yola.
Yola?
Yes, her name was Yola. She was a lovely lady, and she used to make it all the time, and she showed me how to make it. Okay, you can cut the apple with core it first, or cut it, whatever works for you. If you don't have one of these, you just cut the apple up.
Okay. Those are always harder and harder to use, I
I'm
always
gonna cut
feel
the
like.
apple up because this thing isn't sharp enough for me either. He needs new stuff.
Yeah.
He needs new stuff. Yep.
They're just hard to always. I feel like even new. Like I bought one recently, and it was
Pardon?
still. I bought an apple thing, and it was still very hard to do.
Yeah, I had one that, was really sharp. This one
Yeah.
may be old and not sharp, so I'm gonna cut the other two apples up by hand. Enough of that nonsense. I usually cut 3 to 4 apples because I like, if you cut more of them, then the pie overflows.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh,
Walmart.
you did? Oh, okay. I make them smaller pieces, but if you like a little chunkier apple, make the slices a little bigger.
But if they're too chunky, they won't cook.
What'd you say about two?
If they're too chunky, they won't cook.
Yeah, if they're too chunky, they won't get as cooked. I mean, they'll cook, but they'll take longer to cook, and
Oh,
you can burn
okay.
the crust.
Yeah.
So,
So you want to cut them small?
let's see how this goes. And I just take a measuring cup. You're supposed to have like about 2 cups of apples. Just make sure you get the core out of the center, so you don't first time I made the pie, it didn't really turn out. It was more like soup. Because I forgot to put the flour in it, which thickens it. So.
That's funny.
So far, easy for you? Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, and it doesn't matter how you cut the apples, just so they're, you cut them what works for you. I'm doing mine in little cubes. You can do them in thin slices too. What?
I like the cubes though. I
Whatever you
think it
like.
makes it taste better.
I mean, it's all they have.
Do you add any cinnamon or anything?
Pardon?
Do you add any cinnamon or anything?
No cinnamon.
No cinnamon.
No cinnamon. No. There's a topping you can make for it that has the cinnamon in it. I think. Yes, cinnamon, but it's made with butter and more sugar. And I usually don't make the topping
Mhm.
because to me I like it just the way it is.
Yeah.
See, they say 2 cups of apples, and that's 2 cups, but I usually put like 3 in
Okay.
because I like it a little more apples.
Mhm. More apples.
But 2. Well, that says 2 cups of finely chopped apples. What I usually do, I put the 2, just put these in while I'm doing it. Usually I put one cup in at a time so that the apples don't turn brown. And then you want the apples to be coated.
What is? Oh, coated in the stuff.
I leave them, in here so they're all, you go like this, make sure they're all like that. And so see, that's with 2 apples in it. But there's a little room for a few more apples, so
You'll put them in there.
I'll put it in. This is how I would cube them, like that. The one you saw me before, I just sliced, so you can do both.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I think that's good. There's enough apples. See, you want to still have some juice, but you want apples. Finish it.
Okay. I will.
So, and well, see, do I put it in the oven? I usually turn the oven on when I start chopping the things, but because it's so hot here, I didn't want to be hot while I was 425 to start. So we have to wait now till the oven gets to 425. Clean up. You know, and what we're going to do, we're going to put we're going to bake it at 425 for 20 minutes, and then we're going to bring it down to 325 and bake it for another 20 minutes.
Okay.
Suits the temperatures. And also, I always put around the pie crust, I always put aluminum foil, which I'm going to do now, so that this part doesn't get really burned.
Okay.
Because
It gets burned.
I mean,
really
I don't
fast.
like it burned, but that's
Me either.
what's wrong. I just make sure all the apples are covered or coated, and then you just take it. I usually scoop the apples out the best I can first. Make sure you get them down into the pie thing. I mean, you could just dump them too. I just, to make sure the apples are like all over the bottom. Just kind of smush them down a little bit. And you just take the rest and, whoops, I see over here I don't have any apples. And you could dump it all in and then squish them down, but I make too big of a mess doing that, so this is what I do. Okay, here we go. Okay. There you go. And then I take strips of tin foil and I put it around the edge.
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry.
You just crunch it, pinch it around the edge. So, when you cooked it last time, do you remember how long you cooked it for? Was it 20 minutes or we did it a little bit longer?
You talking to me?
Pardon?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
I went by the recipe.
Okay.
The recipe is right here.
Right, I got it.
Oh,
right.
okay. 20 minutes?
Okay. As soon as I get this, you can set the timer for me.
Okay.
Did you want to put a pan in the bottom, do you think, to catch any drippings? Or we
Yeah, we probably should.
Okay, they're on the counter probably. Maybe? We didn't do that last time, that's why we have all this smoke coming up.
Oh, yeah.
See, it doesn't have to be perfect, just so if you do it underneath like that, it just keeps some of the heat off of it.
Big enough for it, isn't it?
What are you doing?
I'm just checking the size.
I thought you were putting a lid on it. I said, okay.
You put it in?
Well, pull the like,
I will.
pull the thing out. assistant.
Yes.
20 minutes?
Yes, please.
Here's all you gotta do for a timer. Hit timer,
Yes.
and just go up. 10, 20.
Okay, thank you.
And that's
Now,
it.
20 minutes, the little buzzer will go off, and then we'll change it down to 3:25.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So-
I'm gonna run over to Ace Hardware,
Okay,
Mike Adonis.
okay,
I wanna get some over there.
okay.
It's the final thing.
The final thing, ta-da, you do the dishes. You
Yeah,
don't leave
that's
the
what
set,
you do.
otherwise they'll be twice as hard to clean.
Okay. That's it.
In 20 minutes, we'll turn it down to 3:25.
Okay.
Okay, you want me to copy this for you, or?
I'll just take a picture of it.